Good morning, everyone. So, all the boys and girls. So, coming to the topic today. So, the second chapter, the ideas of development. So, already we were discussed in the previous classes. So, the ideas of development, different people have different aspirations and different goals. The comparison of countries and states, how we are comparing the states and what measurement we are taking for comparison of states or countries. So according to the World Human Development Report, this report was brought by World Bank. According to the World Development Report, so which countries are declared as a high rich income countries, which countries are declared as a low income countries, which are the middle income countries. So we were discussed in the previous chapter and other important goals. So how to compare the different states and income and other criterias. So other criterias we were discussed about we have taken some examples. Three states examples we have taken: Himachal Pradesh, Haryana and Bihar. So Bihar, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh. So in these three states, so what is the situation? What is the per capita income of the Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh and Haryana? The same way, what are the other things? Life expectancy, so infant mortality rate and net attendance rating. So we were discussing in the previous class very clearly. So for not only per capita income, is not a measurement. So other criteria is also very important when we are comparing to when we are going to comparing states. So all round development. Already we were discussing in the previous chapters, previous class. So for comparing any state, so we should not take only per capita income. We should take all-round development. What is all-round development? Not only per capita income. So the particular state. So what is the life expectancy of particular state? Life expectancy of particular states means, so what is the health condition of the state? So the state is providing good health for the people or not. Second one is good education, quality education, not quantity education, quality education. That particular state is giving good education to the children or not. So how many children are born, how many children in the state, how many enrolled in the school, how many children are studying in the school, either private or government. If any students are not studying, why the people are not studying? So particular all-round development, education, health, life expectancy, net attendance rate, so all in aspects. So the government is providing minimum facilities or not. So if when government is providing good facilities to that particular state is going to grow up. If you are not providing, providing particular facilities for the state, the country will not develop. The particular state will not develop. See, these are the important criteria. See, particular state, if government is providing all the facilities to the people of the state, when they're providing for them, the particular state will grow up. See, then for example, in the last class we were studied. What we were studied? See, public facilities, other public facilities. Public facilities, yes, providing of good roads, providing of infrastructures like schoolings, hospitals, lighting means electricity, good drainage system, good drinking water facilities, good education. When we are providing for that, that people per capita income levels are increases. The per capita income levels are increases, national income levels also increases. See what I am telling here. So when we providing all the facilities to the particular people, their income levels will be increases. If all the people income levels are increases, automatically their India's our state or national income will be increases. When national income will be increases, when the per capita incomes are increases, no, when the government is providing all the facility means good, providing education, health facilities, road facilities, transport facilities, and like good electricity, drainage system, drinking water, and good food. So already we were studied in the previous class what we were studied in the previous class. Yes, for most of the people, they were in below poverty line. In our India is a backward, not backward, it's a developing country. So India is a developing country. Still 40 percentage of 40 to 50, I don't know approximately the particular. So 40, 50 to 40 people, 40 percentage of peoples, they were in, nearly 40 percentage of people, they were in below poverty line. So for uplifting of below poverty line peoples, no, governments are introducing many schemes. For that, no, PDS system, public distribution system. Through public distribution system, through the system, providing daily commodities, what the people they require. Rice is providing with subsidy rates. Rice 1 rupee kg in our state. Rice is providing, wheat is providing, sugar is providing, and many products are providing. Sugar, tamarind fruits, and so salt, oil. So many to provide. By providing of this, no, people at least their income levels will be increases. How sir they providing, no? Because of 1 kg of rice, no, in the market nearly 30 rupees kg rice. But government of India providing with subsidy rate in our state 1 rupee kg rice. 1 rupee kg rice, but 30 rupees actually in the market. But it's providing 1 rupee kg rice. By providing of minimum facilities for them, 1 rupee kg rice is providing. At least for providing for the people, know their income levels are increases, automatically the country will be developed. That's why, see, not only per capita income, all round development is required, all the facilities. Other criteria also very important. In the previous class we were discussed a lot. Now today's class we are going to learn about the, see, so we will see the different states. So India and its neighboring countries, what is the development of other countries. So our India's and neighbor countries, India's neighbor countries. What is our neighbor countries? Sri Lanka, it's our neighbor country. Pakistan, it's our neighbor country. Myanmar, it's our neighbor country. Bangladesh, it's our neighbor country. Nepal, it's our neighbor country. So among these countries, no, so what is the per capita income of these countries and the life expectancy of these countries, literacy rate in these countries, and human development index ranking. What is the ranking given for these India's and its neighbor countries? Rank is given. So let us learn about this table. Okay, you will see on the table on your picture, so on your screen. So let us see the table, that is, so some data regarding India and its neighboring for 2017, according to the 2017. So this table will be appear on your screen. So you see very carefully, you can understand. If you not understand, just you make a call and I will explain you very well. Right, come to the data regarding India and its neighboring for 2017. So data is clearly is given. See, then on columns one, see that first column is country, second column is per capita income in US dollars. So that per capita income is calculated in US dollars for all the countries. So for comparison, see, then second column is third column is life expectancy at birth, fourth column is literacy rate, fifth column is human development index. So human development index stands for human development index. So HDI ranks is given in the table. See, almost all 189 countries For 189 countries in the 2017, in the year of 2017, for 189 countries for given ranking, HD is given ranking for 189 countries. Out of 189, so Sri Lanka how much? India, Pakistan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal, what rank gained? We will see the table. Right, come to the Sri Lanka per capita income 11,326 US dollars. See the Sri Lanka's per capita income is 11,326 US dollars. Then India's 6,386 US dollar. Comparing to Sri Lanka and India, no? India's per capita income is low comparing to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka per capita is 11,326 rupees for your 11,326 US dollars per capita income for annum. What is mean by per capita income? Already I said in the last class now. Per capita income means the total income of the country divided with the population. When we divide with the population, for each person how much income will be obtained. That is called per capita income, individual income. Right, see the, so India's per capita income comparing to Sri Lanka, India per capita income is very low. Come to the Pakistan. Oh, Pakistan is completely so lower than the India. 5,331 rupees only. 5,331 US dollars. Very less comparing to India. Myanmar 5,567 US dollars. Oh, comparing to India, it's very lower. And comparing to Pakistan, it's a very high. Myanmar, it's not very high, just high. Bangladesh, very below, very low per capita income. It's a very poor country. 3,677 US dollars. Nepal, it's our neighbor country. 2,471 US dollars. See, comparing to per capita income, no, first place it's Sri Lanka, then second place India. Remaining all the countries, all our neighbor countries, per capita income is very low. Next to life expectancy at birth. Life expectancy at birth. So I said in the what is the life expectancy of birth rate, infant mortality rate. So we were discussing in the last, no? Right now, life expectancy. Sorry for the life expectancy at birth rate. So what is the life expectancy at birth rate? See, let us see that Sri Lanka life expectancy at birth rate 75.5. See the average expected length of life a person at the time of birth. See Sri Lanka average life. Sri Lanka's average life. Generally the human life expectancy is 100 years. But at present not 100. A very rare people they'll continue their life up to 100 years. But generally they were, so we used to know what is our life expectancy, 100 years. Every human life, their life span is 100 years. Our human life span is 100 years. But at present now it's not possible for 100 years to alive. Why? Because of we are not taking good food. We are eating junk food. We are not taking protein, calories food because of poverty, unemployment, many issues, right? So then our life expectancy is every day is going to decreasing. But at earliest period now, the people are, they continue life 100 years. Their lifespan is 100, more than 100 also. We have seen in the rural areas, some of the old women and men, so they are more than 100 years, they are alive. 100 సంవత్సరాల కంటే కూడా బతుకుతున్నారు. See, like the life expectancy birth rate, Sri Lanka's no 70.5, India's 68.8 only. See once life expectancy at birth rate. మనం generally 100 years, but in life expectancy of Sri Lanka 75.5. So life expectancy at birth rate means it's denoted the average expected length of life a person at the time of birth. At the time of birth too is lifespan. So when we observed in the Sri Lanka, average Sri Lanka people life expectancy is 75.5. 75 సంవత్సరాలు మాత్రమే బతకాలి యావరేజ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇండియాస్ 68.8, పాకిస్తాన్ 66.6, మయన్మార్ 66.7, బంగ్లాదేశ్ 72.8, నేపాల్ 70.6. See, India's life expectancy is 68.8 only. Sri Lanka is very good, Bangladesh is very good, Nepal is very good. But in our India, no, minimum age 68 years. After 68, 69, 70, no. So it is in elimination zone. So our life expectancy for average is 68.8 only. భారతదేశ మానవుల సగటు జీవితం 68.8% only. So after the 68, no. So in present situation, no. So minimum 60 years. So after the 50 years, no, the people are suffering with the sugar, BP, whatever the diseases. So after crossing 50, we are in elimination zone. Anytime we are going to eliminate, right? Okay, it's for funny. So right, that is the life expectancy at birth rate. Next, literacy rate. See, once literacy rate, what is our Indian literacy rate according to the 2017 census? See, when the 2017 census, no, Sri Lanka literacy rate is very good, 92.6%. India's 74.4%. Remaining that 26% of the population, they were uneducated in our India. Sri Lanka 92.6% of people are educated. See, India 74.04, Pakistan 60.0. Pakistan is very low. Pakistan literacy rate. Myanmar very good, 93.1. Myanmar is very good. Burma, old name is Myanmar, old name is Burma, 93.1. Bangladesh very poor, 61.5. Nepal poor in education, 64.7. But when we comparing to literacy rate, so Sri Lanka is 92.6%. Second place goes to India, 74.4%. So that is about the literacy. Why I am telling this, all these things, you know? And development is depending on all-round development. Not only the development is not depends on per capita income. Development is not depending on per capita income. Development is depends on all-round development. What per capita income, life expectancy, birth rate, literacy rate, all the facilities, right? Human Development Index, Manav Abhiruddhi Suchika, Human Development Index is given the ranking. Sri Lanka 76 rank out of 189. Out of 189, for Sri Lanka gained 76th rank. This rank is given by Human Development Index. For India, 130 rank. See, out of 189, 130 rank for India in the development. Pakistan 150, very poor. Myanmar 148, Bangladesh 136, Nepal 149. Pakistan situation is very bad. Human Development Index is given 150 rank, but India is also 130. Out of 189 ranking, India gained 130, but Sri Lanka is very good, 76th rank. So by understanding of this table, no, see, we can see that, no, see, when we observe Nepal, see, per capita income, or Bangladesh per capita income, Myanmar per capita income, Pakistan per capita income, no, these per capita incomes are very lower than the India. So literacy rate is very good in our India. So but see, when Myanmar, no, literacy rate is very good. Literacy rate is good, very good. See, by understanding of this table, we can understand that, no, see, what is the development? What is the development? So finally, the Human Development Index is given the ranking. India gained 130, but Sri Lanka 70 out of 189, 70 rank, 76th rank. By understanding this table, now we can understand what is development, what is human development. See, so the development depends on human development only. See, already we have seen the country in the previous class, country A and B. So country A, no, 5 citizens were taken. In 5 citizens, no. So A, first citizen, second citizen, third citizen, fourth citizen, fifth citizen, no. Their incomes are little difference, very little differences. But country B, when we observe, no, first per citizen, second, third, fourth citizens' incomes are very low. Fifth citizen income is very high. But both, when we observe, no, both 5 citizens' incomes are same. 5 and 5, 10 members are incomes are same. Country A income is 5 citizens' income for monthly 50,000. Country B, 5 citizens' monthly income is 50,000. But when we observe in individual, no, lot of differences in the B country. So once you turn the pages, once you see that. So that is, see, that is the comparison. Now we'll go for development as a progress over time. Development as a progress over time. Let us see about that. Right, come to the topic now. Development as a progress over time. See, right in the, so we have seen the table of 3 states we have taken. We were compared 3 states: Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Bihar. So among the 3 states, no, Himachal Pradesh, it's received 3rd rank. Human Development Index is given 3rd rank to the Himachal Pradesh. So why Himachal Pradesh received 3rd rank from Human Development Index? So let us learn about in this topic. Right, at the time of independence, no, see, Himachal Pradesh is very low in education, very less education at the time of independence. So almost even Telangana also. So at the time of independence time, or Telangana free armed struggle time, so Telangana literacy percentage also very, very low because of, so Telangana was ruled by Nizam Nawabs in the presence of Doras, Jamindars. So at the time, education is very low. Same like that, Himachal Pradesh literacy percentage is very low at the time of independence. So why, sir, when we observe Himachal Pradesh, the topography of Himachal Pradesh, the physically completely Himachal Pradesh is in hilly region. So when you see the map of India, political map of India, and once you see the physical map of India, Himachal Pradesh, it's a completely hilly region. Hilly region, Himalayan mountains, hilly regions. Good, no transport facilities because of hilly regions for constructing of transport, for constructing of roads. It's too difficult. So completely hilly regions. Population also very low density. Not population, huge population. Low density of population. So in many villages also very low density of population. See, schools are very low at the time. And particularly in that Himachal Pradesh, total rural area only, no urban area. No urban area, completely rural areas only, Himachal Pradesh, because of hilly region. So population is very low, density of population is very low, complete ruralization only in that Himachal Pradesh. But after that, no, see, the government of Himachal Pradesh decided, taken challenge after the independence. So when that government of Himachal Pradesh it's taken one challenge to develop the Himachal Pradesh. How to develop the Himachal Pradesh? Yes, they are taken many challenges. They have fixed some policies, right? Himachal Pradesh taken one challenge. Yes, they were decided to provide good education to the children. Why they were concentrated on education? Because of if educated states will develop very soon. See, for development of nation or state, is first important thing is education is very important. First, they were concentrated Himachal Pradesh. So the both of government of Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh and peoples also decided. First, they were given the priority to the better education. See, that education, no, government is transformed to the people. What the government is decided, no, what the government is fixed, providing for the children better education. That policy were they were transformed to the people. See, at the time of independence, after the independence, no, so education percentage is very low in all over the India. In many states are very low. At the time, Himachal Pradesh decided. What they decided, no, that is transformed to the people. Say, government was started the schools. See, started the many schools and they were decided free education. Free education, free or cost very little. See, free of cost of education they were introduced first time, Himachal Pradesh. At the time, no, few people are reacted. Few parents were reacted. See, very little parents reacted. Then, when the passing of years, no, slowly awareness was started. So, Himachal Pradesh government motivated for many parents, and they were explained about the importance of education to the people, and many parents were reacted. And slowly they are joining in the schools. So they were constructed the schools in on every village. In hilly regions also they were constructed, and in that schools also they were provided all the facilities, infrastructure they were provided, allotted for teachers. Trained teachers are allotted. Many teachers are allotted. So then facilities, teachers are provided. Good classrooms on every school, in toilets are provided, drinking water facilities are provided, good sitting arrangement, good ventilation, good environment for the school, good drinking water facilities. Himachal Pradesh government attracted for many children for studying, motivated for many parents. Then many children are joined in the school. Good results. In a few years only, Himachal Pradesh succeeded for implementation of free of cost education. Like they were improved, good facilities are improved, expanded also. So more schools were opened and teachers were appointed, and many children they are joined in the school. Easy joined. Many children were joined. Schools are started. So many schools were started, appointed teachers are provided, facilities, all facilities are provided, then many children are joined. So like that, no, within a few years only got good results in Himachal Pradesh. Motivated. The government is motivated for many parents. Explained about the importance of education. They were taken the challenge. Right, so government free of cost education is provided. Many schools are opened. See, the government of Himachal Pradesh, no, for regarding of education, they spent lot of money. Regarding of education, the Himachal Pradesh government, lot of money they were spent. For example, when we observed it, according to 2005, the average spending the central government of India, Indian government in the year of 2005, so on every student and every child and every student, they spent per annum in the year of 2005. In the year of 2005, central government they were spent on each student average income. So average amount, that is 1049 rupees on every child, on every student. In the year of 2005, the central government of India, on every child and every student, 1049 rupees they spent on every child in the year of 2005. In 1 year, each student they spent money. Central government, they spend the money on every student in many states. So in India means all the states. The central government in the year of 2005, they spent for regarding of education on each student, they spent 1049 rupees. But Himachal Pradesh, no, on every student in the year of 2005, they spent on each student 2005 rupees per child. 2005 rupees for on every child they spent, comparing to central government. So Himachal Pradesh government spent a lot of money regarding of education. 2005 rupees per on every child. They spent a lot of money. Central government only 1000 rupees. But Himachal Pradesh 2000 rupees on every child. 2000 rupees on every student they spent regarding of education in the year of 2005. See, high priority is given to the education only. Lot of money they spend for education only. See, by that no good results in the Himachal Pradesh. Good literacy rate in Himachal Pradesh comparing to Punjab, Haryana and even the Telangana also. Yes, the conducted survey. See, when they were conducted the survey, no. So, what survey conducted? No, they met some of the students in the Himachal Pradesh. So, who written this data information textbook? No, that people. So that writers went and Himachal Pradesh and conducted one survey. When they were conducting the survey, no, so they met some of the students. When they met the students, no, the students are very enthusiastic for going off school. They are showing more enthusiasm to going the schools. So they are more giving priority for education in Himachal Pradesh. See, many students they conducted survey. See, then they were explained what they were explaining. Yes, we are more interested to go to the schools. We need education. Our teachers are teaching well. So our government is giving them more priority for education. So many, yes, the classrooms are very neat. Yes. So when they conducted survey, they were explained very well. So education is very important. Himachal Pradesh, no, at least 10 years of schooling for children. See, for that free of cost education is given in that. 10 years means up to 10th class free of cost education is given. Laterally, higher education also implemented. Right now, when we observe now, in Himachal Pradesh, not only for that, Himachal Pradesh given the priority for girls education also. Generally, when we observe, male and female education, so male education is more than the female education. Boys and girls are comparing to that, no? Boys are more only. Present, okay, good. Situations are very good. So girls also very competitive to the boys. But at the time, no, Himachal Pradesh given the priority for girls education. Motivated for many girls. So many girls equal to the boys. See, the Himachal Pradesh given the priority to girls education also. In present situation, so most of the parents are giving the priority for boys education only, male education only. At the time, but at the time, Himachal Pradesh government given the priority for girls. See, then Himachal Pradesh, then parents are motivated, and Himachal Pradesh government motivated to the parents and many girls also joined in the schools. So the 13 to 18 age of group people, very high percentage of girls are competing, say they are completed secondary level of schools educations. See, like that, no, they were given the priority for even though girls also, by giving up the girls education, girls a priority, no. Then girls also join in the schools equal to the boys. See, then this is the decisions. Not only for that education, Himachal Pradesh is given the priority for health also. Himachal Pradesh government is given the priority for health. So health, see, many facilities is given, they can that. So by providing of these facilities, no, Himachal Pradesh gained third rank. Human Development Index is given third rank for Himachal Pradesh. See, Himachal Pradesh government taken first priority for education, second priority for health, and other person priority for public facilities. By providing up these facilities, no, Himachal Pradesh is growing up comparing to other states. Human Development Index is given the third rank to the Himachal Pradesh. Right? See, even girls' education. So Himachal Pradesh given the priority for Mahilas also. So for women's. So many Mahila Mandals also founded in many villages. So then Mahila Mandalis, women welfare associations are formed. So good development in the Himachal Pradesh. When we observe in the progress in Himachal Pradesh, so once you see the table will be appear on your screens. Once you see very carefully, I'll explain you the table progress in Himachal Pradesh. The table will appear in your screen. It will be comes on your screen once you see. Okay, progress in Himachal Pradesh. See the year 1993, 2006, 1993, 2006. Himachal Pradesh, India. So what is the India progress? What is the Himachal progress is here given in the table. Once you see the table, percentage of girls with more than 5 years of education, 6+ years. The percentage of girls with more than 5 years of education. When we observed in Himachal Pradesh, 1993 39% only, 2006 no 60%. What is the good development, good progress in the girls' education? One see that. Himachal Pradesh is given the priority, good priority is given. 39% to 60% increased. But when we see in India, 1993 time, no, percentage of girls with more than 5 years of education is 28% only. 28% of girls are completing the 5 years of education. 2006 no 40%. Very late. But Himachal 39 to 60% increased. They are completing the 6 years of education. 5 years of education. The percentage of boys with more than 5 years of education, 57-75, 51-57. Once you see the table. See the comparison of across two different years, it is indicating the development of the, what is development happened. Clearly is given that. See how the schooling was spread, how the education was spread in Himachal Pradesh and in India. 1993, 2006, see 39 to 60% for girls, boys 57 to 75. In India, no 28 to 40% only for girls, boys 51 to 57% only. But there is a good development in the Himachal Pradesh. So in Himachal Pradesh, no equal priority is given. Gender equality is given. That's why Himachal Pradesh, no, there is a good development. See, the development entails a mix of goals. See, then development is depends upon different mix of goals. So different things, right? Okay, in this come to the now. So in this chapter we were discussed about the development. What is development? Development depends on goals, aspirations, the way of achieving of goals. What development? So what development for one? may not get development for others. We were discussed already. Given examples, a lot of examples are given. And comparison of countries. World Development Report is given. World Bank given the report which countries are high countries, which countries are low countries. Comparison of states. We were compared Himachal Pradesh, Bihar, Haryana. Comparison of countries, India and its neighbor countries in the chapter. This is very, very important chapter. So from this chapter now, say 2 marks questions, 1 mark questions and 4 mark questions. Very, very important questions. So in the previous question papers, in previous examinations, so they asked many questions from this chapter. Right. So in this chapter, we were discussing about the human development, the equality. What is the development? Human development. We were discussing in this chapter. Okay. Tomorrow, in next class, we are going to learn about the production and employment. Production and employment. Third chapter we will discuss. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. This second chapter is finished. You people, all the 10th class students, you have any doubts, call me, call to the principal sir. So you practice 2 lessons, first lesson and second lesson. You read very carefully. You read the textbook at least 3 times. You have any doubts, if any words are not understand, see in the dictionary, you underline it, write the meaning in the dictionary. So read very carefully. So almost all, this is October month, June, July, August, September, October month, next November. In November month, maybe chances to start the schools. 10th class students, very carefully you read the chapters. So don't go anywhere. Stay home. Read very carefully. Thank you all.